Hello Gems, today we're at Disney's Yacht Club Resort and we're here to eat at Yachtsman Steakhouse. Let's go. Taking a look at the menu here at the Yachtsman, they have a lot of really good starters. I really like the wedge salad, so that's what I'll have. And then they have their famous steaks. So we're at Yachtsman, it's a steakhouse, we're definitely going to get some steaks. And they have a sauce flight, and their enhancements are crazy. Maine Lobster Thermidor, I'm pretty sure that we're going to get that. And then they also have Oscar-style crab cake, but we're from Maryland, so we don't really trust any crab cakes outside of Maryland. And they have scallops and some chicken and salmon. And for their sides, they have truffle mac and cheese, which I've had before. I will definitely have that again. So yeah, a lot of great options for sides, but the mac and cheese here is the clear winner. So we have eaten here once before and it was great, which is, you know, why we're here again. And Jason had the ribeye and it was really fatty, and at the end of the meal, the waiter asked us if everything was okay, and he just kind of like mentioned it. And they took it off the bill, you know. We weren't expecting that. That's not why he mentioned it. He ate it. But that's the type of service that they have here. They really take care of you. So we're really, really excited to try this again and see how it goes. I'm starting with the onion biscuit. What do you think this is? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. But one thing I wanted to show are the flaky layers. If any of you watch, Bake Off. Flaky layers. I'm so excited for this. Let's try it. I also put on some garlic and butter as well. So let's see how this tastes. So next I'm trying their sourdough roll. Let's see how this tastes. It's all the stuff on the top, I guess it's flour, you know, all over my hands. But anyway, let's see how this tastes. So I like that. It was good. Nothing special, I would say. Nothing like the onion thing. Jason's looking at me like I'm crazy. Okay, no, he thought it was really special. I think it's just bread, but the onion one is just, that's different. That's flaky and delicious. Sourdough one, I mean, it's good, so I would give it a 4 out of 5 tiaras. It's a sourdough roll. Solid option, 4 out of 5 tiaras. Good.
Yeah.
So first up we have the lobster bisque. This includes a lobster biscuit, creme fraiche, and esplet oil. Let's see how this tastes. That lobster bisque is amazing. It's really, really rich and very creamy. I'm lactose intolerant, so I only took one bite, but it was amazing. The flavor, you can see the giant chunks of lobster in there, and it's really, really good quality lobster too. I can't even begin to tell you the flavors. There's like a little bit of earthy, it's like land and sea or something. I can taste that kind of aftertaste of like an earthy flavor, but it's really, really good. The creme fraiche, perfect, so good. I would give that a 5 out of 5 tiaras.
I love lobster bisque, and this is really good. That's all I have to say.
So next up, I got the shrimp cocktail. This comes with a house-made cocktail sauce and a lemon. Or it said it comes with a lemon, but there's definitely no lemon here, but that's okay. I'm still gonna eat it. Let's see how this tastes. Oh my God. Wow. So originally I was planning to get the wedge salad, which I also highly recommend. I really, really like it. But the waiter changed my mind because once he said that the shrimp cocktail, the shrimp are beyond jumbo. They are 1620s. 1620s. They're huge. You can see how just giant they are, and they are such good quality. They are nice and chilled. They were like steamed previously, right? How do you make a shrimp cocktail? It's like steamed shrimp, right? Yeah, okay. So, and then the cocktail sauce, the house-made cocktail sauce, you can taste, I think it's like horseradish in there, and there's a really, really nice kind of after taste of, it's a spicy kick, but it's not too much. If you don't like spice, not sure if this is for you, it might just be enough spice that it's a little bit too much, but to me it's perfect, just fine. But I just can't get over the size of these things. At what point is a shrimp just a lobster? You know, but these are absolutely perfect, delicious, excellent start to my meal here. I would say that this would get a 5 out of 5 tiaras. One of the many reasons I love my husband, he had the genius idea of dipping the shrimp in the lobster bisque. So let's see how this tastes. Shrimp cocktail dipped in lobster bisque. Oh yeah, that was so good. I went in for another. That is an amazing combo. Very, very good idea. Dipping that shrimp in the lobster bisque, just all the flavors married together. Oh, I just can't even. Our waiter just told us the shrimp cocktail is actually poached, and it's poached in some white wine and lemon and what else did he say? Old Bay. So that's why we really liked it. Old Bay is the staple of good seafood. We are from Maryland, as I've said a whole bunch of times. We are super into seafood, so we have high expectations of it. If anybody adds Old Bay to seafood, it's like instantly we love it. It's the perfect flavor for shrimp especially, but crabs too. So for our first entree, we got the 8-ounce Filet Mignon. This comes with mashed potatoes and Bordelaise sauce. Let's see how this tastes. That was so good I could cry. The char on the outside of that was absolutely perfect. We like a little pink inside. It was cooked medium, absolutely perfect. The flavor on that char on the outside. It's like you can just taste the grill and the heat, and it's really nicely caramelized on top. I just, like I said, it's so good I could cry. My initial reaction is just, I haven't had a filet, first of all, in a really long time, but I haven't had one of that quality in years, I think. And the meat itself is incredibly tender. It's just the highest quality. You can tell everything exceeded my expectations, and I had high expectations of this place. So I think the filet actually gets a platinum tiara. Yeah, it was, yep, we are in agreement. Platinum tiara, perfectly cooked, perfectly seasoned, absolutely perfect, fantastic, well done, chef.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I had no doubts it would be, but it's still really good.
So next I'll try the potatoes that came with the filet, and I have a little piece of meat on here because I think combining the two will be perfect. Ooh, those are really good, really creamy. Just good standard potatoes. I wouldn't say there's anything super special there, but they are seasoned really well. It's a really good texture. Overall, I think that's a winner. I would give that. It's a solid option, but like I said, nothing special, so 4 out of 5 tiaras. So next up, I got the 12-ounce New York strip steak, and this comes with a loaded baked potato and peppercorn sauce. Let's see how this tastes. That is an excellent steak. I enjoyed that a lot. I ate a good amount of it before I'm talking about it because the first bite had a lot of fat on it, but it's a strip steak, so it's expected to have fat, right? So I wasn't sure about how I felt until I had a number of bites, and this is so good. The sauce on top is so flavorful. It adds a lot to the actual steak. Again, the quality of this steak is really, really good. You can tell because it's extremely tender and really, really flavorful. This isn't something that you could buy at Publix. Yeah, man, the outside, again, charred really nicely. I think it has like a rub on it of some sort. It is pretty salty, but that's okay because it's a steak. Yeah, nothing bad to say here. I will say that I enjoyed this a little bit less than the filet. I think just because a filet is a very lean cut of meat. It's a filet. It's extremely lean, and so the texture of that is a little bit nicer, but the flavor of this is fantastic. I love the sauce. The sauce really, really, really elevates this. But yeah, I would absolutely give this a 5 out of 5 tiaras. Highly recommend New York strip steak. So my strip steak came with a loaded potato. Let's see how this tastes. Ooh. Oh, that's good. It's a good potato. It is a Idaho potato. It has sour cream, cheese, butter, chives, and kind of one chunk of bacon. So I haven't eaten that, but the actual potato part is really solid. So let's try this bacon thing. It's like a chunk. Oh, it's a good chunk. That's really different. That had a really good flavor. So for me, it tasted kind of like your standard. I mean, it isn't really standard. It's a nice smoky flavor, and the piece of bacon, you don't usually eat like a chunk of it like that, so the texture was really interesting. It had more of a ham flavor than a bacon flavor, but yeah, really good. I would say this potato gets a 5 out of 5 tiaras. Next up, we got an enhancement. We got the half Maine lobster Thermidor. This comes with a creamy cognac sauce and aged Parmesan. Let's see how this tastes. Nice.
Oh yeah. That's really good. It's a lobster tail.
Yep.
Can't really go wrong there. A little chewy.
Oh.
But the flavor's great.
So I really liked that. I mean, it's lobster. You can never go wrong with lobster. One of the things I just wanted to mention, and I say this a lot on my channel, but when you're making this kind of stuff, you end up eating a lot of cold food. We should have eaten that first, because it was just cold enough that, like, you know, it changed the texture a little bit, I think, but it was still really good. The flavor was totally there. Sprinkled that with lemon, oh yeah, that's really, really good. It has a creamy cognac sauce, I guess, on it, and that added a really nice flavor. I generally eat just plain lobster and butter, which is also really, really good, but that sauce was really different. It added just another element on top of the already amazing lobster. Yeah, I absolutely loved that. That was fantastic. 5 out of 5 tiaras. Next up, I got the truffle mac and cheese. Let's see how this tastes. Oh my god, that's so good. The truffle flavor, you know, sometimes it can be too much. It can be too earthy, too overpowering, but like this was really excellent. The macaroni is cooked perfectly. It's not too soft. I really, really hate that. I like well-cooked pasta that isn't overcooked. And the cheese sauce, I mean, I don't know what they put in that besides truffle or what kind of cheese it is. It has a nice smoky flavor, so I'm thinking maybe it's like a cheddar and a Gouda or something, but I don't know. And yeah, and then it's topped with breadcrumbs. I love macaroni and cheese when it's topped with breadcrumbs. It just adds a nice texture on top of it. So yeah, I am so full, and we're gonna take this home. But that truffle mac and cheese, I love it. I have it every time I come here. I would definitely give that a 5 out of 5 tiaras. So for dessert, I got their chocolate cake. This is a chocolate biscuit, 65% dark chocolate ganache, chocolate buttercream, and raspberry on top. Let's see how this tastes. I love this. It is really, really rich and chocolatey. It was actually so rich. Jason doesn't like it because he doesn't like cakes and desserts really, but I do. The cake is really, really dense, but really good at the same time. Again, the chocolate flavor is extremely rich, so if you're not into that kind of thing, this isn't for you. The frosting, though, it's so light that it goes perfectly with the cake. This is an absolute triumph. This is so good. The raspberries on top are really fresh, and they just add a really nice sort of tangy flavor, and they cut the richness of the chocolate. This is so good. I love it. So around the outside were these chocolate Krispies. I'm gonna see how this tastes. Yeah, it's tangy. I think it's almost like big pieces of like Cocoa Krispies with chocolate and raspberry. It's a really, really nice crunch. It has kind of a candy type texture, so that goes really, really well with the cake and the frosting. All of those textures together. If I were Paul Hollywood, I would go back there and give the chef a handshake. This gets a Paul Hollywood handshake, which means platinum tiara. Highly, highly recommend this chocolate cake at the Yachtsman. So Jason noticed that these raspberries have like a jam on the inside of them. Ooh.
It's like a gusher.
That was really good. Raspberry is so fresh. It tastes like it was picked off the vine today, which it could have been, honestly. But that is so good. Such a little tiny detail that they added on that. That's amazing. That was a really fun evening. Yachtsman Steakhouse again, like highly recommend. That was the second time we had eaten there, and both times were really, really good. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate it. And until next time, have a magical day.